Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie if you're new here. Today we are going to be planning out the last week of July. Don't know how we got here so fast, but here we are. So Monday, July 28th through August 3rd. Yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to start by doing the washi as I always do. Yeah, so not only is it the last week of July that we are going to be planning, but it's also the week that my daughter starts school. My daughter and my son actually, unfortunately, have to go to different school districts. Long story, not going to get into it, at least for this year. It's only for 1 year. But that is the case for this school year. So my daughter starts school the week of this week, and then my son will start school the next week. So my daughter is 8, going into 3rd grade, and my son is 4, going into his 2nd and last year of preschool. So that will be interesting because I do pick up for both of them. Yeah, so going to not just two different schools, going to 2 different school districts in time to pick up both kids will be interesting. So we will see how that works out. Okay. Let's do our dates. I didn't even say what kit I was using. Okay. Hello. I will be using PlannerKate kit 736, the sampler sheet. This is technically not her back to school kit. Her back to school kit, PlannerKate's back to school kit, is in the September release. However, by the time I was buying my August kits, I was like, I'm just going to use this. It's good enough. I mean, look, there's books. It's kind of schoolish. So this is what I'm choosing to use for my kids back to school, or at least my daughter's. Instead of using the journaling number 2 sheet, I thought I would try to see if I can cut back expenses just a tiny bit and just get the pieces that I need instead of the second journaling sheet. So I got the strip date headers and the dash labels. I love dash labels, and I feel like I could always use more labels in my weekly planning. So, and then I also found this in my Misfit grab bag stash. These colors match pretty perfectly. So, yeah. That's why I like getting the Misfit grab bags, because sometimes the colors are so similar, if not identical, over the years that you can go back and reuse them, or you know what I mean. So, okay, back to date headers. Focus. We are starting with the 28th. That is on a Monday. So if you're watching this and you also have kids, I'm curious to know, when do your kids go back to school and what state you're in? We are in Indiana. So yeah, my daughter, she also got out of school in like the 3rd week of May, I think it was. Maybe the last week of May. I can't remember. Time is flying by so fast, and I barely remember what I had for dinner last night, let alone when my daughter got out of school. Oh yeah, and also, I don't think I mentioned this. This is also from a Misfit grab bag. I purposely did not buy headers when I bought this kit because I noticed that these colors were pretty close or nearly identical. So I also had this in a Misfit grab bag. So there you go. Another reason why you should be buying the Misfit grab bags, especially on Misfit Monday when they go on sale. So yeah, definitely saves you money in the long run. I typically do not use the strip date covers. I don't mind them. It's just I prefer them, the individual ones and the brushstroke ones. But you know, if this is what I have and it matches, this is what I'm using. I am all about saving money. If it makes sense. Let me just point that out. Okay. So that's what we're going to go with. Moving on to the weekly. Let's see, I can get that out of the way. Okay. This week. And what color do I want to use? I think I want to use yellow. Nice little neutral full box. Okay. Let's jump down to my habits that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the litter box clean out and no spend. Do I want to do no? Yeah, I need to do no spend again. I actually have been doing pretty well compared to previous months with no spend. So I'm going to keep doing it. Okay. And by the time that this video will air, hopefully it will be, I'm hoping to air this video on the 28th. So yeah, by the time this video airs, PlannerKate's 11-year anniversary sale will be Tuesday the 29th. So obviously I'm going to be breaking my no spend, but that's okay. If you are planning on buying from the PlannerKate anniversary sale, let me know down in the comments and what you are hoping to get. Yeah, I'm really excited. That's going to be the time that I'm going to be picking up my September kits. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's get my doodle girl, my no spend doodle girl. There she is. Okay, I need a label, my habits label. Okay. And then as far as what I will be reading, I'm not really sure what I will be reading this week because I'm currently filming this way in advance. It is, let's see, what date is it? It is currently July 17th. So I don't know. I'm not going to fill in the books because I don't know if I'm going to be finishing books or not. So let's put, we're just going to put it down anyway, and then I'll fill it in when it gets closer. We can move this up a little bit actually. Book and reading. Okay, let's put some squigglies to divide it up. I do have these thin ones, but I want to use the thicker ones. So I'm going to use some leftover ones that I have. Okay, as far as a checklist, let's grab that. Let's go ahead and use that green. Easy peasy. Oh, calm down. Go back to your home and go to sleep. Okay. Okay. And then it is going to be week 31. Yes, week 31. So let's use this pink. And let's go ahead and use these banners because why not? Oh no! Okay. I was worried that the banner was going to rip. Okay, yeah, we have them, so why not use them? Okay, let's carry on with Monday. Monday is a trash day. So let's grab this guy. So yeah, by the time you guys watch this, I will be coming back from Disney. That's why I'm kind of batch filming a little bit because I was at Disney for a few days. So I wanted to make sure that my content was filmed and edited so that I didn't have to like scramble and felt rushed doing this when I came back. Also, so July 26th, my husband actually has his schedule shift change. His work schedule changes and rotates every 6 months or so. However, he has had basically the same schedule for the last like 2 years. So it's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say an adjustment, but like I'm going to have to constantly remind myself his days off, because his days off will be changing. He used to be off on Mondays. He is now going to be off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and still Sundays. So, and on his days off, why that matters is because on his days off, he does drop off and pick up from school for my kids. So that means I need to know which days I will be picking up our kids from school. So that means I will be doing school pickup Monday, Thursday, and Friday. However, first day of school is on the 30th. So I will be needing to pick up on Thursday and Friday of this week that we are planning. So let's go ahead and put that down before I forget. I'm just going to put the stars there, and I'll put the pickup scripts down when we get to those days. But I wanted to get those in while I was thinking about it. Okay, Monday. Kids are going to be at my in-laws on Monday, so I will be doing work, laundry, and I'm going to try and get a workout fitted in there as well. So let's do a full box for laundry. Let's use the blue. Let's do laundry kind of first thing in the morning. I know that sounds super exciting, but that's what we're gonna do. Laundry. And then I'm going to be doing some work. I'm probably going to try and make some keychains. I could always make more jewelry. However, I've been itching and feeling inspiration to make some keychains. So I think I'm going to try that. Let's use the pink. I will put the work script in a little bit. Let's try and get a workout in. I'm going to use these dash labels. Let's do a workout right around here, early afternoon. Let's do the Peloton. Yeah, I'm going to do my Peloton scripts. Again, this is what I don't like about planning this far in advance, is because with little things like this, like which workouts I want to do, I'll probably change my mind, but we're just going to go with it. And I know I don't have to put these scripts in, but whatever. I'm gonna. Like I said, I will probably end up doing that around 3 p.m. And then I do need to, actually I will need to put pickup scripts right here, because I will be, even though I'm not picking up my kids from school, I will need to go pick them up from my in-laws. So let's find more stars. We're just going to go with the yellow. It's not an exact yellow. Okay, let's go ahead and do the pickup scripts now. I like these green ones. We're just going to do the same color for all 3. Come on. All right, Tuesday, so Tuesday, July 29th, not only is the PlannerKate anniversary sale, but I am also going to try to register for the Run Disney Springtime Surprise 5K and yoga that they have next spring. The reason why I say try is because if you've ever tried to register for a Run Disney race, like in-person race, you will know that it is a little bit of a challenge and kind of a luck of the draw if you get, if you're able to get it. So they are that busy, they are that popular. So yeah, you really do have to be sitting at your computer, and it is better to be on a desktop, just as a tip. But yeah, you really do have to be sitting at your computer, sitting in queue, making sure that you are on the website in advance to be in the queue before they go on sale. So, and then you have to kind of act fast, because some of like the 5K and the yoga, those especially go, I feel like they go quicker. Those fill up faster. So I'm hoping to be able to register that day on the 29th as well. So, and then we also have my daughter's school drop-off open house that evening as well. So let's put those things in. I'm going to do this pink full box or half box. The PlannerKate sale, I don't know if she's said the time yet, but chances are it'll be around 9 or 10 a.m. So we're just going to put it there. Okay. Let's find some PlannerKate new release stickers or something PlannerKate. We do have these. We have PK new release, which is, she's not doing new releases, she's doing a sale. So we're just going to go with this. So we're just going to write anniversary sale, and we're going to use some banners. Or a banner, I guess. And then I do have some leftover, like little spiral guys. I don't know what to call these guys, but they remind me of like confetti, I guess. I don't know. Let's turn him around, and we're just going to put them right there. Okay. And then I think the Run Disney registration, what time is that? I don't know what time that is. It's either going to be 10 or 11 if I were to assume or guess. We're just going to put it in right underneath. So we're going to do Run Disney registration. Does it need to be that big of a box and take up that much space? No, absolutely not, but I also don't want to forget about it. And then I don't know if we will do our weekly girls walk on Tuesday like we usually do. I'm going to hold off on putting that in for now. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Again, on Tuesday, I'm also doing, I need to get a workout in, and my daughter's supply drop off for school year is also that night. So let's use one of these dash boxes. And I do have little backpacks in the icons. It's not just a supply drop off, but it's a like back to school night, like meet your teacher, see your classroom type thing. So yeah. I'm just going to write back to school. All right, so I wrote back to school, and I also wrote a little P in the corner to remind myself that it's for my daughter. Yeah, okay. That will be between 4 and 5:30. So we're just going to put it at the 4:30 mark. Actually, I think I'm going to move up this Run Disney registration. It doesn't need to be put in my planner as time specific. As long as I know what time it actually is, I will do it. That's enough of a reminder to me, even if it is all the way up at the top of the day. So let's put my work. I'm going to do some work. Again, it will be, I'll probably start work a lot earlier than 11:30, but PlannerKate sale, she gets more real estate in my planner than actual work. That's okay. And then as far as a workout goes, I like using these dash stickers. I don't know what workout I'm gonna do, but I'll put it back. I'll put it at this 3 o'clock hour. Oh, I need an icon for my Peloton. Okay. And then even though I don't know for certain what type of workout I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, I do know that it's going to be like a strength session. So we're just going to use this dumbbell. Pretty much it for Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday, my husband gets paid, so we're going to do payday. Where's payday? Right here. You know, I use these kits every single week, so you would think I know exactly where these scripts are on the sheet. How do I not know that? I literally use the sample sheet every freaking week. Okay, we're going to put payday in. I'm going to put it down here. And then first day of school for my daughter. We're going to use this half box. Do I have any back to school scripts? I think the first day of school was already used. Let's see. Oh, there is an open house one. I'll use that for my sons the following week, if I can remember. No on the first day of school scripts, however. Okay, moving on. Going into the first day of school. Okay. Okay, we're going to put that way up top. Well, not way up top, but you know. And then let's look for, yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Let's use that guy. Don't forget about your samplers, everybody. They do come in handy. First day of school. Okay, for my daughter. Okay, what else we got going on Wednesday? Work and a workout. Let's actually move again. I'm just not happy with this being in the middle of the day. So let's move him all the way up. We're just going to move this guy all the way up. Okay. We are going to put, I'm going to do some work. And then I'm going to do a workout. I'm going to keep attempting to do a workout probably around 3 p.m. because lately I have not been motivated to work out in the mornings. But I also want to work out when my kids aren't home, when I can actually work out and be productive in my workout and not be interrupted. So I'm going to do it right around the 3 o'clock hour. Again, not sure which type of workout, but it will be a strength workout. So let's go ahead and put a dumbbell icon. Oh, you know what? I haven't used this dumbbell icon in the kit, so let's go with that guy. Okay, and then another thing that I want to do on Wednesday, I'm going to use this, is a photo clean out of my phone. I want to try and make a habit of keeping on top of clearing out unwanted photos or videos. Sometimes my kids get a hold of my phone, which I don't mind. But sometimes they also like to take photos and videos, and some of them I actually keep because they're really cute, and some, like the videos especially. I have videos on my phone of my daughter playing, and she's recording herself playing, and I just find it really cute, and I kind of want to keep that. But some other things I'm just going to delete. Like, it just takes up space in my phone. So I'm going to put that down here. It's not time sensitive as long as I do it on Wednesday. I'm trying to make a habit of doing it not just weekly, but kind of the same day of the week, so it can actually become a habit. Okay. You are. Wait, is that a cell phone or is that an e-reader? Yes. I was like, I thought I've used the cell phones before. Okay. I do have e-readers. All right. We're going to put that guy right there. Okay, and then also Big Brother. So I want to put in the days that Big Brother comes on. We'll do a blue. Again, why did I not write on here? Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to write BB. Okay. Moving on to Thursday. Okay. Thursday, I am going to make that a rest day. So, but I also need to get a bunch of work done. So I'm going to put work right up here. Oh, now that I think about it, okay, so because my daughter is going to be starting school back up, I also want to put down her special classes that she has. So I'm sure most grade schools are like this, but she alternates art, music, and gem. I have found that I need to keep those in my planner because I need to know what day she absolutely has to wear tennis shoes. I can show you past weeks. So like what day in April. So here's April. I would put down when, like what day, what class she has each day, so I wouldn't forget. It was very, very helpful because we were getting ready in the morning and she'd be like, what special do I have today? And I could very quickly glance at my planner because I leave it open on my desk, and I can be like, you have gym today, you need to wear tennis shoes. So since she's starting school back up, I need to get in that habit of doing that again. So I don't know what, I don't have her first week class schedule yet, so I will just be putting these, I'm just going to be putting these down so that I can remind myself, and I'll write them in later. But yeah. I'm actually going to switch this. Let's move Big Brother up. And then her special classes can be at the bottom like they used to be. I'm glad I remembered that. Oh, Big Brother is also coming in on Thursday, or coming on Thursday, so we're going to write that down again. Let's use a blue. And I will pull a TV icon from my leftovers. Let's go ahead and put it down. Big Brother is also on Sunday as well. So let's do that. Yeah. All right, leftovers. Here's some TV icons. The color on these is so tiny that it doesn't really matter if they match the kit or not. Another thing that I do want to put in on Thursday, since I'm not working out, I do want to put in a rest day sticker. I know I have one somewhere. Yep. Here we go. We're gonna go with pink. Okay. Moving on to Friday. Okay, moving on to Friday, we are going to do a weigh-in. My weekly weigh-in, I usually do on Fridays. So let's actually use one of these flags. I usually use the skinny dash labels, but I'm kind of feeling like switching it up. Scale. Alright, our weigh-in is on Friday, and then I will also be doing some work. Work will go there, and then again my workout will probably be before I pick the kids up. Let's do a dumbbell. Again, I'll fill in what type of workout it is closer to this week starting. Let's see. Oh, I also need to plan and film my plan with me. So let's do this box. We're gonna do this guy. And then I'm going to actually, oh, that's crooked. I'm actually going to use a filming icon. Okay. I think that's it for Friday. Let's go ahead and put in my work scripts before I forget, before I do my weekend. So, benefits of being your own boss is that you can work whenever you want. Okay, moving on to Saturday. I need my weekend banner. Let's put this guy down here. I like to switch it up sometimes. Sometimes I put it up top, other times I put it down below. Okay, that is in. Saturday is going to be another rest day, and I don't know, again, since I'm filming this so far in advance, I don't know what I want to do with my kids during the day. I do want to try and obviously get them out of the house as long as it's not raining. It's been raining a lot here the week that I'm filming this. Anyway, so as long as it's a nice day out, I will get them out of the house. I just don't know what we're going to do yet. I also do want to try and get some editing done. So I'm going to put that down towards the bottom. There's a lot of dash labels going on down here. So let's use one of these. We'll put editing down here. Here we go. And then rest day, yeah. We're going to use another pink one, the last pink one. Okay. All right, we have made it to Sunday. Sundays, we are going to do some grocery shopping, possibly as a family. Let's mark that with one of these dash labels. Let's go with the, that's a lot of green. Let's go with the pink. We are going to use this guy. Don't know if we're actually going to go at the 9 a.m. hour, but we're just going to put it there anyways, and we will see. Grocery shop. Again, if you're new here, we are trying to take our kids with us in the actual grocery shop. I prefer to order my groceries and then go pick them up. However, we're trying to actually incorporate our kids into actually shopping in store so that they kind of have that simple life skill of knowing how to shop in person and budget. So that is what we will hopefully be doing. I also need to budget or do our family budget. I wish I had another yellow. Oh well, we're just gonna go with green. Okay. I also need to work on our weekly budget. I like to do that every Sunday. Let's use a yellow. And then yoga, that will be my preferred workout for Sunday. Okay, we're gonna use this guy. I prefer these little rounded ones, but again, that's a lot of green and pink. So we're gonna go with the blue. And then I do have yoga scripts. Okay, and then the last thing I do want to include is I want to try and catch up on my junk journaling. So let's do one of these. That would be fun for a junk journaling. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. We're just gonna go with it. Will I be junk journaling this much during the day? No. But we're just gonna use it. And let's use the little journal. Yeah, if you haven't seen any of my past videos, I am super behind on my junk journaling, so I do want to take like one day a week, even if it's just like 30 minutes or an hour a week to catch up on that. Okay, now that my husband is back with the lawnmower, don't know if you guys can hear that or not. That's perfect timing though, because I think I'm done for the week. Like I said, I will be putting in which types of workouts, like upper body, lower body. I'll put those in as it gets closer, as well as my daughter's special classes. So, as well as my reading. As you can see, I don't like planning super far in advance because I feel like tiny little details or variables can change. And that's fine for some people. Like some people don't care about that because PlannerKate stickers are so, the sticker paper is removable and you can easily switch things out and fix them. However, I don't know. I just kind of want to, I don't know. I guess I'm the type of planner that I want to put it in as I know it is going to go, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. So anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you did leave it this far, I would appreciate if you left some kind of emoji. Let's do a heart emoji down in the comments to let me know that you have watched to the very end. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that that's kind of a tall order for where I'm at now. I think I'm currently at like 49 or 50 subscribers. So if you could help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyways, have a great week. See you next week. Bye, everyone.